MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games has been a lot of fun. We're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Taijuan Walker has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, the results always haven't been good with Taijuan Walker. I have a slogan with Taijuan Walker. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when he gives up on himself. A big, strong guy, still has a good arm, good enough fastball with some velo. His off-speed pitches are good enough. It's about confidence, and if Taijuan Walker can find it, he'll take it to that next level.
Ford Lewandowski is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Hit in the air to center field. Nimmo is under this one. 1 down. Chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Hero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Roy, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
It's 1-2. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Here comes the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
So a full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the 1st inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. In there, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Cardinals 0, Mets coming to bat. It's a rematch of the 2006 NLCS, and it's on the show. Miles Michaelis gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, every once in a while you're going to have one of those horror shows, and this guy had one in his last start. Wasn't able to get out of the first inning, took the loss, and it's probably been a long 4 days in between this start here today, so he's looking to forget about that one and at least go deep 4, 5, 6 innings into this one.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
2-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He sways and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
Ball 3. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Lifted the other way to left center. On the run is O'Neill. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me, they are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now, on the bump, has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Swung on and missed.
Check out 1-1.
One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Molina waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. He stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it behind his back. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Mets have an early 1-0 lead. So stepping in is Brandon Lau. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
That pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Oh, he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the series, and the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Paul DeYoung digs in next. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there, 1-2. Struck him out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll take a look at ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here.
That will have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All even now at 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here comes the 1-2. Hot shot down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
now, Tomas Nido. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Scooped up, one there. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Plate now, Taijuan Walker. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. 1-0. Here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Carlson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First pitch on the way. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Full count now. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Miles Michaelis. Textbook sack bunt situation here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Alonso is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Floyd Lewandowski. He flew out in his last debut. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away, look at our playoff tree here. And our winner here gets set to take on the LA Dodgers in the NLCS. Next to stand in is Dylan Carlson, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Here comes the 1-2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Hit sharply on the ground, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Nolan Arenado is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Molina on second. Carlson on at first with 2 down. This one's down to third. Davis brings it in, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Lewandowski is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 out, nobody on. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 1-0 the count. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's now 2-1 New York. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
They should get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Ready with the 0-2. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. So after getting a strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now it's 2-0.
evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. High pop-up. And they'll squeeze this one for the second out.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even at 2-2. Hard hit towards center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the inning now. And next it'll be the outfielder, Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0.
He has great bat and ball skills. There are some guys who just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
In now, Dominic Smith as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He singled in his first AB. Two balls and no strikes.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Hey boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. You kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. J.D. Davis is on deck. Might have Swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now the 1-0. Out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Skied into very shallow right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. They lead it 2-1. Top of the 5th, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. And now the first pitch.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Pitch home. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next, it'll be Yadier Molina. Worked a walk his first time up. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. First delivery to him. Now that's popped up. Lindor is there. 1 out.
The pitcher, number 31.
Now at the plate, Miles Michaelis. He popped out in his first trip. Set and the pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back. Make the count 1-0 and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
a look, now the pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Alonso is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Stepping in next, Floyd Lewandowski struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. As a look, now the pitch.
1-1.
O'Neill, runner at first with 2 gone. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Cards leave 1. They still trail it here, 2-1. Tomasnito as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on its way. In the air, down the line in left. O'Neill waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Taiwan Walker.
So next to bat will be Taiwan Walker. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 6.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
5th inning. 2-1 our score. Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. If 2-out knocks are the answer, and so be it.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Popped him up. Molina has a play. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Mets strand 1. They still lead it 2-1. Joey Lucchesi takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 27, Joey Lucchesi.
Now to bat, Dylan Carlson, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Here's the pitch.
imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Hit in the air down the right field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. This ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. And with it, the Cardinals have come back to even things at 2.
Well, the word around the league is that this is a pitcher's ballpark, but it's certainly not playing that way in this one. The last bomb makes it 4 home runs between these two teams, and we might not be done yet.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Home. Swung on and missed, strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
But he's behind on that swing, and now they'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first down. Next up is Brandon Lau. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering. He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, guys, it's obvious he's not picking the ball up. He's out in front on 2 off-speed pitches and now finds himself 0-2. Going to have to find a way to stay back if he's going to battle through this AB.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in next, Paul DeYoung. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Paul Goldschmidt would be next. The 3-1. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. On to the bottom of the sixth, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. So now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bats, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, deal on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Pitch of the AB now. Pete Alonso is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 0-1 on its way. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Nimmo on at first. Nobody out. Way outside. 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A little low. It's 2-2. Got him swinging for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Too old to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the stretch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Throw won't get him.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. John Gant takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Into the box, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the 1-0.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Second and third here, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. 2 gone. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now. And now in the box, J.D. Davis is working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
So now into the box is Tomas Nido. Flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be, not even close.
This is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2 out, bases loaded. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Mets leave him loaded. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Now here it comes. Chopper up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. At the plate now is Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. Look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. somebody on. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And the pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even spiffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So here is Yadier Molina. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch to AB.
Called strike, 0-2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Lifted down the line in left. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Harrison Bader will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. From the belt, kicks and deals as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tommy Hunter will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. James McCann is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Digging in, the switch hitter, Floyd Lewandowski. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
2-2. Here it is. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Dylan Carlson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. High fastball is in there. Bader at second. Lewandowski at first. 2 out in the inning. That's lifted the other way out to left. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-2 St. Louis. Seth Elledge gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 61, Seth Elledge.
Now at the plate here is James McCann. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Line hard, deep into left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, talk about getting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Pitch popped up. Arenado has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone down.
The shortstop, Francisco.
Next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the first offering as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Ball 2 now.
2-0.
High in the air out to center field. Lewandowski able to track it down for the 3rd out. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They're down 3-2. Miguel Castro been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50, Miguel Castro.
Ready to begin the 8th, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Ready. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Lindor stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Brandon Lau will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. So we flash you back and take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. I got it. I'm good. I'm with it. I get it. I got it. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference. So double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Paul DeYoung. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Hooking up is Nimmo, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Paul DeYoung connects for a 2-run home run, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
At the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Smith will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler.
So next to hit is Tyler O'Neill. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and a good tight slider there. He's in command, 0-2. outside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-2 St. Louis. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Miller is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Matt Carpenter will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Miller has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The first baseman.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. Just a couple of matchups. No hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Carlson has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael.
Now it'll be Michael Conforto. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
Low for ball 1. Ball and a strike. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, and the deficit remains 5-2. Aaron Luke enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Strike, and now it's 0-2.
He offered that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Here's another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Conforto has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Next to dig in, Matt Carpenter. From the stretch. Carpenter is a corner infielder, normally a third baseman, but he's at the other corner at first base here in this one.
Yeah, this guy's got sure hands. You know, sometimes I want to make this point. First basemans get a bad rap because everyone thinks they could just go over there and handle a bag, pick balls in the dirt. Not the case. First basemen cannot be more important to helping out not only the pitching staff when they want to throw over, but also taking errors away from their infielders.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Carpenter is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box now, Floyd Lewandowski standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy's come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup.
Oh, way to get dirty. Touché, sir. Doing it all at first to end the inning with an exclamation mark. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Roberto Osuna takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54, Roberto Osuna.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
No balls and 1 strike. well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
The 1-1 pitch. Strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Luis Guillorme will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Luis.
Here's the first pitch. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up in battle, put something in play.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, there's a classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The Mets down to their final strike. Again, he sends it out of play. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it,
he struck him out, and that'll do it as they've won this series, so they'll move on.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.